And the starting lineups have concluded. So just sit right back. Welcome, everybody, to another presentation of Payday.
Hey, Kevin, thanks very much.
The Jazz, like Memphis, willing to grind. Thanks, D.A. Now the opening lineup for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Chris Paul is out there with Gilgeous-Alexander, and it's Dort in at the small forward. And for the Jazz, Conley runs the point with Mitchell flanking him. Bogdanovich out there with Joe Ingles. And it's Gobert in at the 5 down low. And it's Oklahoma City's ball. It seems like every team, Greg, needs that one enforcer, that one guy who's going to get under opponent's skin.
Well, in one poll of coaches and players, Adams was voted the second dirtiest player in the league. One guy said he's real physical, but maybe he crosses the line. Throws the sneaky elbow here and there, commits extra hard fouls, yet Adams usually escapes foul trouble.
And so it's the Thunder getting on the board first. Paul, right side. Back to Adams. Rudy Gobert with the rebound.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Mitchell kicks to Ingles. And a miss there on the triple. The Thunder have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Dort, and it's blocked. Gilgeous-Alexander against Conley. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. That is his first foul of the game. A fantastic mobile one block. This one deserves another look.
And early in a game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
Who's back up?
And what defense there from Gobert. Putting that wingspan to work and not allowing anything easy inside. Yeah, and how about the stick-to-itiveness on that possession? Stayed with it, didn't give up until the ball was in the basket.
Mitchell's shot is good.
Man, didn't have a ton of room to get that shot off. That's the kind of shooter he is.
Now the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Paul. Out to Gallinari. Launches it. The shot missing. And Utah the other way now. And now Utah, fast break. Here's Ingles. And a lot of... And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And that one, good. 6 points for Steven Adams.
Yeah, that 265 pounds out there, it's pretty solid, a wrecking ball.
And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Ball's knocked loose. Utah with the ball. Bogdanovich passes to Mitchell. No good with the triple. The Thunder with the lead. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Now here's Paul. Clock at 6. The putback. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Utah's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Mitchell's shot is good.
And he's really been working to get those looks, and it's starting to pay off here early on.
Paul surveying the floor. Adams finds Gilgeous-Alexander. Paul right side from outside the arc. The Thunder get it back in a new 14. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And once Paul makes up his mind, he does not hesitate on that play and is developing his three-point game later in his career.
And a former high-level recruit, Dort went undrafted, but it didn't take him long to make an NBA team and contribute.
He played around 20 minutes a game last year for OKC, and he just really prided himself on bringing toughness and defense on a nightly basis. Trust me, there's plenty other guys on that roster who can do the scoring job, so he settled in nicely and continues to work on being more consistent offensively.
And how about the speed of Mike Conley there in transition? He explodes up the court to ensure they convert on that fast break.
Now here's Paul. Gallinari outside, inside. Gobert with the block. And the Jazz pushing it up now. Oh, and the dunk by Mitchell.
A dynamic leaper with an impressive wingspan. Mitchell usually has some flashy dunks up his sleeve.
Here's Paul. Gobert with the block.
He's not very hard to defend right now. This is when the defense might step back and let him try to find his range.
Mitchell's shot is good.
And man, does Mitchell get buckets. And from everywhere on the floor. A versatile offensive threat.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Ingles against Paul. Gallinari wide open. And again, unable to change momentum here. And there's the foul. That's on Steven Adams. That is his first foul of the game. Mitchell outside. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Mitchell's got 11 points.
And right now, they're just focused on putting together good possessions.
That's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
And that does it for the first quarter. Jazz out in front, leading by 8. Live from Vivint Smart Home Arena, you're watching 2K Sports. And always interesting to hear from Donovan Mitchell, who recently spoke about the team's progress.
Everybody had their expectations of what we...
And you know, Greg, Mitchell's going to be right in the middle of it, leading the way.
And on top of everything else he does, he's elite at getting his own shot. We've seen him carry this team offensively at times. Boy, he is special.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And the guys, what's your take on Utah so far?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
Well, if they wanted to start well, this would be it. They seized momentum right away, and they just didn't let it go in that quarter.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. Taking a look at the Thunder. We've got Diallo, Ferguson out there with Muscala. Then there's Dennis Schroeder, and it's Noel in at the center position.
And remember, an early part of the process in Philadelphia, it's taken Noel a little time to define his role in the league.
The length and athleticism is just something that you can't teach, and that keeps people intrigued about Nerlens Noel. His skill set continues to be a work in progress, but there's been some signs of a turn for Noel now.
Here's Diallo after Ed Davis's score. Diallo inside. Rebounded by the Jazz. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Devin, thanks. For the Utah Jazz last season, there was a lot of fallout from the COVID crisis. But Rudy Gobert was able to patch up things with his teammates and specifically guard Donovan Mitchell after Gobert realized his mistake. For a team with so much maturity and potential to win, it was good to see them finally be able to turn the page. Guys?
Good to see things back on track. Thanks, David. And so the ball out of bounds. Davis touched it last.
That's tough because that one's preventable. The defense has nothing to do at all with that turnover.
Pass to Diallo. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. It's Noel. It's out the key. Here's Muscala. Kicks it loose, and that'll be Oklahoma City as it goes out of bounds. Thunder retain possession. Bogdanovich is checked in for Gobert. Schroeder against Moutier. Out to the right wing. 5 on the clock. And Muscala kicks to Ferguson. Nobody near Schroeder. The Thunder with another miss.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Here's O'Neal. Ferguson with the rebound.
Well, the D's so tight on him, it makes him alter his shot. And an easy chance turns into a tough one because the defense is swarming.
And it's Davis with the ball for Utah. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. Bogdanovich wide open. Here's Clarkson. The Jazz with another miss. Thunder trailing by 12.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And it goes down 2 points. Greg, how special was it for you that you had your number 50 retired at UNLV?
You know, that's something that I can honestly say. As a kid, you dream about a lot of things. Winning, you know, playing at the highest levels. That's something I never really fathomed, is to have your jersey hanging up in an arena. That was a surreal moment, a really cool moment, and it was awesome to be able to share it with my family and friends.
And people probably don't know that you grew up in Las Vegas, so it was probably doubly special, wasn't it?
Exactly. Born and raised.
And Ferguson showing off a little bit of maybe that strength that we so often talk about he needs to put on.
The Jazz working the ball around now. It's stolen by Schroeder. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. Here's Ferguson. 2 free throws coming, and it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the official.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They have decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double checking, and the game continues on. Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Paul passes to Ferguson. Gallinari on the wing. There's the lob to Adams, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will take it.
And going back to when he turned pro at just 16 years of age, Gallinari has proven to be one of the best players ever from Italy.
And you think about his final year in Milano and just how highly efficient he was, first in the league's ratings overall. 6th pick going from Italy to New York City, and the fans had no idea what they were getting, but Gallinari eventually dealt in the Carmelo deal, and his career, although it's been multiple stops, has been pretty exemplary.
Offensive rebound. Bogdanovich, and the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
And with that basket, he's able to end a 10-0 run by the Thunder.
The Jazz shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game.
And entering the league as a complimentary scorer, Bogdanovich put up 20 points a game last year. That was a career high in the 4th straight year that he improved his scoring average.
Gilgeous-Alexander, good.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
43 seconds left in the first half. Conley the pass to Gobert. Ingles in the corner. Here's Bogdanovich. Kept alive. Here's Gobert, and he banks in the layup. Gobert's got his 2nd bucket.
And they have been really active on the boards this quarter. Those second chance points are keeping them in the game.
And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a 3-point play. Oklahoma City shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game. And that one falls for Paul.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
On the wing, Ingles. off target with his three. Oklahoma City's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in the corner. The shot goes down and it gets this game back to even.
Gilgeous-Alexander up there, so dynamic as a finisher.
Bogdanovich passes to Gobert. And here's Ingles outside. Tie game in Utah. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by court. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see a tremendous start for Donovan Mitchell. He had 11 points, 2 assists. And that.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Donovan Mitchell really making a difference here.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
Mitchell and Bogdanovich, they're the wings. Then it's Conley, and it's Niang in at the 4 slot. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz. The shot by Paul, no good. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Mike Muscala. That's his first foul. Jazz shooting pretty well at 46% from the floor. Here is Conley. Passes it to Morgan. From deep. Conley's shot is off. And so it's Gallinari with it. He'll bring it up for the Thunder. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And the layup is good. Gilgeous-Alexander's got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for the Thunder. Utah trailing here. Bogdanovich with it. On the wing, Mitchell. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thanks very much. Well, Steven Adams could be the league's most physical presence. All-star Jimmy Butler said that he is just so strong. Butler says he hit me with a screen, and I thought my life was over. Adams said his strength doesn't help with flopping. The refs are like, get up. Guys, he has a sense of humor about it, and maybe that's a counterbalance to his great physical gifts.
You're right, D.A. He is strong. Thanks for that report. And so it's Utah here with the ball. After Gallinari missed from long range. Back to Mitchell. Shot clock at 6. Utah needs to get off a shot here. And it's good. 2 points.
Yes, finally one drops after the 0 of 3 start.
Oklahoma City's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Bogdanovich against Paul. Gallinari in the corner. And now Utah, fast break. And it's Mitchell with the jam.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
Execution with pace. That's a bad turnover that simply was telegraphed.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
So Utah ends up going with the new group. That's good from Gilgeous-Alexander. Greg, you've always said to have a winning team, you need franchise players. Talk about the specific qualities you look for in those superstars that can catapult a team to greatness.
It's a great question, Kevin. Talent really isn't enough. You know, whether you lead vocally or by example, the agenda has to be winning, and your best players really define who your team is going to be. So the franchise caliber player is a much needed asset.
Diallo, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Schroeder against Ingles.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts, but otherwise the mindset is I just got to get the next one to go, and you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
And you know that's going to be goaltending, guys, so that's a free basket right there.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
Rudy Gobert is checked in for Utah. To the inside, and Adams with the slam.
And trust me, Dennis Schroeder would love to score the basketball, but his ability to set up his teammates is also effective.
Here's Gobert. The shot's good on the assist by Ingles. Gobert's got 6.
This team really feeds off of one another in terms of their energy.
At least in the second half they have been. The first half wasn't played anywhere near this intense.
And I'm not sure that is a shot that he should be taking.
No, he should know better. He knows that's not his game, which is why we don't see him take that shot off.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
And it's in there.
Great to have Noel active like that, proving how dangerous he can be on the inside.
Jazz leading by 3. Pass to Gobert. Nice ball movement by Utah. Moutier with the basket.
That's pretty much not how they defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
The Thunder have gone somewhat subpar, 4 of 10 on their shots in the second half so far. Now here's Adams.
Well, this is what Steven Adams does. He finds his way into the paint for high percentage shots just like that.
Here's O'Neal. And the rejection by Noel. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Noel. Mike Conley's checked in for the Jazz. And Oklahoma City with a change here, too. Terrence Ferguson's checked in for Diallo. 46 seconds left to play in the third. And the shot goes in from Rudy Gobert.
He knows his job. Gobert is there to own the glass and cash in on as many second chance opportunities as he can.
Here's Dort. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. 36 seconds left to play in the third. Adams, the pass to Dort. Another shot. And with that, the Utah lead is cut down to 4 on the bucket from Adams.
And Steven Adams just a wrecking ball down there with his size and strength on the offensive glass.
And the basket by Ingles.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Here's Ferguson. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
The pass to Clarkson. Feeds it to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
You won't find a higher percentage shot in this league. Gobert from ground zero.
This can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
And so it's the Utah Jazz with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
And that's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. And Oklahoma City, looking who they've got to start the fourth quarter. They've got Chris Paul. Gallinari is out there with Nerlens Noel. Then there's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Ferguson in at the 3, the small forward.
Yeah, you combine a lot of things with Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got speed and length and growing in terms of his basketball IQ.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
That's his first personal foul. At the line for your Jazz.
Free throw drops for Mitchell. The Jazz making a switch here. Davis is checked in. Mike Muscala is checked in for the Thunder.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
The drive by Paul. An easy 2 points on the layup.
Just can't say enough about how much of the game Chris Paul sees, exploiting every single hole in the defense, and an excellent penetrator.
And the shot goes down.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Stolen. And here we go. Fast break. Paul's got it. Look at that. And he goes in for the dunk.
Well, Terrence Ferguson, the guys really love it when he gets up like that.
And so it's Conley bringing up the ball for the Utah Jazz. Gallinari with the steal. Pass to Ferguson to take the lead. And that one is off.
A lot of defenders choose to just back up off of him when he's in that tight, try to avoid the and one, and this time they're not backing off.
Moutier, he's checked in for Mike Conley. And a switcher also for Oklahoma City. Dennis Schroeder's checked in for Chris Paul. And that one's good. Schroeder. And the Thunder lead by 2.
Not everything fell for them in that first half, and now it looks like they're beginning to hit their stride.
Back to Mitchell. Down low. Here's Gobert. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. Mitchell's got his 4th assist in this one. Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. Donovan Mitchell really making a difference here.
Well, I hope this one is not to draw up a play, but to think about how they're going to defend that man. He's putting up some major numbers.
Different look for Utah. Joe Ingles comes in for Ed Davis. And it's Conley in for Emmanuel Moutier. The Thunder also changing it up. Adams, he's checked in for Mike Muscala. Nerlens Noel comes in for Gallinari. And Paul subbed in for Ferguson. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Billy Donovan talking to his team. He told them, hey, guys, this is a close game, but if we execute right here, I like our chances. There's no need for hero ball. Trust one another. Make the simple play. Kevin, back to you.
Gilgeous-Alexander, good.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Noel in there to intimidate, and does so there.
And they have certainly been looking locked in offensively.
They sure have. Staying aggressive and playing under control. And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed. He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
And it's the Thunder with the ball after the basket by Utah. 1:56 left in the 4th. Paul can't get it to go. Jazz trail by 4. Here's Mitchell. And the rejection by Noel. And another fast break chance here for the Thunder. Here we go. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Schroeder kicks to Paul. That one falls.
Chris Paul knows exactly not just who's going to hit him, but how they're going to hit him.
Jazz have gone just 33% from the field in the 4th quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Fires the 3. It's stolen by Adams. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Paul, no one around him. Misses the 3. They've been doing a great job of sharing the ball.
And guys, Sade comes to mind for me because right now that offense, it's a smooth operation. Big time play there from Mitchell. Remember, he's been the go-to guy since his rookie year.
Yeah, undersized guys with athleticism do these kind of things, playing above the rim. Love to see him get up like that.
Steven Adams, he's checked in for Nerlens Noel. Here's Gobert. That shot off the mark. Now Oklahoma City takes it the other way. It's the first. That makes it a 7-point lead.
His versatility, at least for Gallinari, is something that's so important for coaches to utilize. He's capable of stretching the floor the way he shoots it.
So Utah ends up going with the new group. And it's out of bounds. The Jazz able to retain possession here. There's 57 seconds left in the game. To the paint. Here's O'Neal. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Shooting for Utah, Royce O'Neal. Taking 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that narrows the gap to 7. O'Neal hits them both.
Boy, did they need those free throws to go down. They're definitely within striking distance.
Gallinari attacking, and Gallinari throws it down.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand. Coaching staff would like some more shots from that range.
And Gallinari throws it down.
Unselfish play of Chris Paul there, has a knack for knowing when to get his guys when they're wide open.
And here's Clarkson. He brings it up for the Jazz. Trailing here by 8. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Gallinari. Utah calls timeout. They're trailing by 8. There's 31 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
And his percentage from the field tonight seems almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
If he could only contribute like this for them every night, you can't overstate how much better it makes this team when he has a game like this, and on the road no less.
Sometimes you raise your eyebrows at the things Steven Adams does athletically at his size. Almost impossible to stop him once he's at the rim.
Here's Morgan. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Mitchell wide open. Off target from three-point range. To the right side. Here's Dort. The shot that time, not on target. Misses.
So much talk about the work ethic of Gilgeous-Alexander.
All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up for Brett Barry. And in the locker room, each guy has been going up.
Hey, Kevin, thanks for...
They're such a great reflection of their coach. Thanks, D.A. So the opening lineup for the Suns. Rubio and Booker, they're the backcourt. Oubre out there with Johnson. And it's Ayton in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for Oklahoma City, Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Chris Paul. And it's George in at the 3. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And the rejection by Ayton. And it's out of bounds. Oklahoma City able to retain possession here. His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile 1 block.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
And the shot goes in. Greg, we've got 2 terrific highlight-making teams, both athletic in so many ways.
You know, it makes me hearken all the way back to college, and one of my teammates, Stacey Ogden, one of the greatest athletes I ever played alongside. Well, we're going to see a lot of his impact in tonight's game.
And so it's the Thunder getting on the board first. Oubre can't get it to go.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
Gallinari surveying the D. Over Johnson. That one rolling around and rims out. And it's Rubio with the ball for Phoenix. Oubre outside. Over Gallinari. Offensive rebound. Ayton, the pass to Booker. On the wing, Booker. This one for 3. Phoenix, no good that time either.
That's the 3rd straight miss to start this game, and they're still looking for their first basket. And becoming more of a playmaker. Doris, I think that's where Adams made the most in terms of improvement last season.
The numbers would back that up, Greg, because he practically doubled his assist rate. The Thunder actually ran their offense through him a little bit more often, and the team shared the ball more as a whole. For Brad Stevens, he said OKC was one of his favorite teams to watch last season, and there were many people who felt the same way.
And Phoenix turns it over again. Searching for their first points of the game. Thunder have gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. Paul outside, shoots from the line, and he gets it to go. Paul's got his 2nd basket of the game.
Well, efficiency is everything, right? So far in this one, this guy has been on the money.
On the wing, Booker. Kicks it out to Rubio. He feeds it to Ayton. That's in, coming off an assist from Rubio.
Well, the form and the touch and the mid-range from DeAndre Ayton. This guy is special.
Dort passes to Adams, and Adams with the slam.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Here's Ayton, and Ayton throws it down.
Wow, able to survey over the top of defenses as well as squeeze into tight quarters. Rubio is the consummate playmaker.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one on Ayton.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
The Thunder shooting their first free throws of this one. A couple years ago, after making all-rookie 2nd team, we knew Gilgeous-Alexander was good. But, Greg, last season he went from good to great.
I mean, how about almost doubling his scoring average? Became a tremendous rebounder out of the backcourt. He gives you assists and picks up steals as well. Once he gains more strength, this guy could be a perennial all-star.
Suns trail by 6. Baines dishes to Carter. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
And so it's Oklahoma City with it after the Suns pick up 2. Here's Schroeder, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
Instant offense. Dennis Schroeder can fire up his team with that pretty dribble drive.
And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for the Phoenix Suns. 6-point game. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
Now, here's Bridges. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. 36 seconds left in the first quarter. Schroeder against Šarić. Fires the three. Come on. But they'll get another chance. And here is Gilgeous-Alexander. 6 on the shot clock. Tipped away. Back to Muscala. The tray. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Carter right side. And the rejection by Noel.
This is a staple of his game. Nerlens Noel sends it back.
Out of bounds. Phoenix takes possession. And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder holding on to an 8-point lead heading into. And if you're wondering whether players watch the standings, check.
One thing we have to do is stop comparing us.
You know, Greg, he makes a great point. Even when you have mostly the same guys, every season is different.
And if you're a coach, it'll give you gray hairs trying to preach that to your players. Many guys don't believe it until they're in it and then have to dig themselves out of a hole.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. What stands out to you from Oklahoma City in this one?
Well, look at the turnover ratio, then look at the score. Easy to see what happened in that first period.
Offensively, they took care of the ball. And defensively, they forced a number of miscues.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Suns. Bridges and Šarić make up the forwards. Then it's Frank Kaminsky. Then there's Carter. And it's Jerome in at the point. Pass to Diallo. And we're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. It's stolen by Carter and out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession. And the Thunder with some changes. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Nerlens Noel. Gallinari comes in for Muscala. And Paul subbed in for Dennis Schroeder. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That is his first foul of the game. Paul for three. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
And, you know, we talk a lot about Paul as a leader on and off the court. Was elected president of the Players Association back in 2013. Re-elected for a 4-year term in 2017. People simply trust his point of view.
Now Kaminsky following Chris Paul's three-point attempt. Just 3 to shoot. And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. It's in. That's his third field goal of the game. He's 3 for 5. Well, we know for Chris Paul, Greg, it's nothing new to lead, but on Oklahoma City last year, he had to do it without being surrounded by superstars.
You know, that's okay. Paul's a guy who wants to set the table. You have to have the ball to do that, and he's at his best when directing traffic and making his teammates better.
That's the idea. You work the ball into that area. It's a sweet spot.
Suns trail by 10. Booker looking around. Rubio finds 8. That's tipped.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
Paul outside. Back to Adams. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Adams has got the lead up to 12 now for the Thunder. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. The pass to Kaminsky. On the wing, Booker. To the middle. Ayton kicks to Rubio. Clock at 6. The drive by Booker.
Man, such an easy release for Devin Booker. Doesn't have to elevate that much to get that shot off.
And what that means, Greg, is that smooth stroke translates into the three-point shootout. Booker with the all-time record, 28 points in a round. That leads to a victory in 2018 in that contest. That was special.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Gilgeous-Alexander's checked in. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Phoenix. Johnson comes in for Kaminsky. Launches it. Dort misses. Suns trail by 10. Booker inside. Gallinari on him. Off with the layup. Pass to Dort. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Paul outside. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Adams. No good off the back of the rim.
Listen, we know the mid-range game is in this guy's arsenal, but you wonder, should he have moved it just one pass more?
And Adams sends it back.
Well, so good at anticipating when shots are going to go up. Steven Adams, terrific protecting the basket.
And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for one.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Both teams will make substitutions. Here's Jerome. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Passes it to Bridges. He kicks to Carter. To the inside. Baines. That's in there. Carter with the assist.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
There's 42 seconds left here in the second. Pass to Noel. Bounce pass, Schroeder. Adams' shot is good. Adams has got 6 points in the quarter.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
20 seconds left in the first half. And Baines kicks to Šarić. The pass to Bridges. Clock at 4. Intercepted. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Noel. Gets it off. No good on that one. And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. And Gallinari, a guy who maybe should have gotten more All-Star votes from Jack. All he does is... And...
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. We're seeing a tremendous game from Steven Adams.
What a welcome surprise that first half. Went above and beyond his usual scoring output.
A huge bonus. Boy, when he's contributing like this, it makes everything easier for his team.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. So for Oklahoma City right now, Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Chris Paul is out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Dort in at the small forward position. And stolen by Ayton. Inside. Good. And a nice assist from Booker. Ayton's got 6.
Well, that's the court awareness of Mr. Devin Booker. This guy increasingly becoming such a good passer.
Boy, that was a momentum killer to start last season, wasn't it, Greg? 25-game suspension for DeAndre Ayton.
And he sprained his ankle in his return game. With the Suns at full strength, able to win some games, he's obviously a huge part of their future.
Boy, I love Chris Paul's ability to work on the interior. Tenacious, crafty. Few players his size have done it better.
Now, here's Rubio. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. The feed now to Ayton. Shoots over Adams. And it's Ayton missing. The Thunder leading by 13. Paul outside. Here's Adams. Can't hit from 12. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Phoenix Suns. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. He's got 8.
Boy, this guy has been terrific. The rest of the team, however, struggling.
And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Paul outside. Up top, Gilgeous-Alexander. Adams. Some solid defense from Ayton.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
A nice shot by Booker.
What tremendous instincts as a scorer for Devin Booker. Get in that mid-range game, sir.
Paul passes to Dort. Here's the lob to Adams. No good. Shot missing.
And the timing just not there on that attempted alley-oop.
Just a missed connection, and it happens. I'm sure they will go back to it if given the opportunity.
Greg, you and I have talked about how the NBA Finals used to be tape delayed. What's the value of fans getting to see the broadcast live now as opposed to tape delayed as it was back in the 70s?
Isn't that weird to even think that that's the case?
I know it.
You know, I think, Kev, that the fans, they just feel more connected to their favorite teams, the end players. It creates more anxiety, right? Because nowadays there's nothing that can happen that you don't know about it, whether you see it or not. So live sports, especially the NBA Finals, the anticipation, that anxiety that we talked about, man, I'm still a fan to this day in a different way. So I can only imagine when you have a personal vested interest in a team, what that's got to feel like.
Edge of your seat, you're right. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander following the basket by DeAndre Ayton. Here's the Suns with the ball. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Now here's Diallo. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Lobbed up there for Booker. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Rips down the breakaway slam.
And that shot was huge as they try to stem the tide here and hang on to the lead.
Now, here's Bridges. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And the Suns making a change here. Jerome is checked in. An outstanding defensive play to earn the Mobile One block.
Guys, that's about as good a defensive play as you'll see. Instant reaction to get a hand to the shot.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And once Schroeder was asked to name his favorite NBA city, I believe it surprised a lot of fans when he said Milwaukee.
That's right, Greg, but he cited the strong German culture there. Schroeder, of course, went straight from Germany to the NBA. He relied on his athleticism early on, but now he's seeing the game much better, plays under control, can lead the team. He has had a tremendous amount of growth.
Here's Jerome. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Saric. Rebound by Muscala. For Oklahoma City, they haven't yet missed a free throw. 5 for 5. And the first one drops. He's perfect from the line this time.
Boy, a really soft touch on display. It is a luxury to have a big man who can hit from the line at a consistent rate.
Carter, the pass to Kaminsky, and finished off by Kaminsky.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Right. You could see on that possession, one side playing with a little desperation, the other side losing focus.
And so it's Oklahoma City with... And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Well, this is exactly what you're looking for from your point guard. Survey the floor, serve it up on time and on target.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Setting the floor for the Suns, Bridges and Saric make up the forwards. Booker out there with Carter, and it's Kaminsky in at the 5.
And this is Schroeder's game, right? Get off the dribble drive with a quick first step. Nice.
It's Carter, high post. Diallo's there. Now here's Saric. He's covered by Muscala.
Boy, a clean, close look. What a missed opportunity.
Ferguson's shot is good. And the Thunder lead by 10.
Wow, look at the way the big man, Noel, set up his guys, puts the pass in the perfect position, easy shot.
And Booker kicks to Kaminsky. Booker with no one around. And there's the whistle. That goes on Frank Kaminsky. That is his first foul of the game. Ricky Rubio checked in for Carter. Oklahoma City leading by 10. To the paint. And slam dunk by Noel.
Well, coaches love seeing this from Dennis Schroeder. Recognize the situation, find the open teammate.
And so Booker will bring it up for the Suns. Out of bounds, Oklahoma City takes possession.
No clue where that pass is going. That is a brutal turnover.
A different look for Oklahoma City. Alinari, he's checked in for Mike Muscala. And Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for Diallo. Schroeder with the ball. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. 6 to shoot. Alinari passes to Ferguson. And a miss there on the triple. And stolen by Noel. Now, Gilgeous-Alexander. Kicks it to Noel. Shoots over Bridges. And it's Noel missing.
Listen, that's a shot he can make, but obviously the defense okay letting him shoot it.
Rubio dishes to Bridges. Down low. It's stolen by Schroeder. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And slam dunk by Noel.
Love the connection Noel has built with his teammates. Smart at knowing when to time that alley-oop.
Saric finds Rubio. Back to Saric. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Booker the pass to Kaminsky. Over to the wing. In the corner, it's Bridges. Booker outside. To the middle. And stolen by Noel. Ferguson's shot is good. And the Thunder lead by 16.
With repetition, you can see the court awareness of Shai Gilgeous-Alexander developing. This guy is going to be a problem as a passer.
And Dennis Schroeder gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. A different look for Oklahoma City. Dort's checked in, and Paul's subbed in for Dennis Schroeder. DeAndre Ayton's checked in for the Suns. Oubre comes in for Bridges. Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation. And the Thunder making a change here. Adams checked in, and a change for the Suns. Johnson's checked in. Rubio against Paul. And Ricky Rubio gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. And so it's Oklahoma City with it. 16-point lead, the largest margin in the game. For your alma mater, UNLV, Greg, has produced some great NBA players over the years. I mean, so many great names.
No doubt about it. Listen, I got a special place in my heart for my former teammates Larry Johnson and Stacey Augmon.
Right.
But also guys like Sean Marion. You go back to Reggie Theus, who was a tremendous player. And right now in the league, you got Tim Birch, dunk champ Derrick Jones, and up-and-comer in Christian Wood.
Good mention. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. And taken away by Paul. Dort passes to Adams. Lays it up off the glass. Adams has got 4 points now in the quarter.
This is Steven Adams at his absolute best. This guy is a high percentage shooter because he understands how to use his frame.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Thunder.
Starting 5 must have been happy to get so much help from the reserves in this game.
And they not only lightened the load, the subs did nothing less than guarantee a win.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Steven Adams.
I think his steals tell the story. This guy was a disruptive force, and I don't think you can underestimate how important it is for a team to have someone in that role.
One-on-one here. And there's Booker on the assist by Oubre.
Well, this is what they needed earlier on. At some point, it's too little, too late.
Yeah, but then again, this run came against a team that may have felt it had already won, and you get the sense it let its guard down. Listen, he can make that shot right there, but I do know they have other options they can go to.
46 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Cans it from downtown. And the Thunder lead by 19.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
What an impressive performance, to say the least. At this point, it looks insurmountable.
Here's Okobo. He's guarded by Schroeder. 4 on the clock. And the Thunder with possession. They're on a 19-6 run. Out to the right wing. It's tipped. Here's Dort. Offline with his 3. Here's Jerome. Here's Ayton. It falls.
Well, DeAndre Ayton should own the paint. Nice touch there.
David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge. coming right up. It's the NBA on 2. DA, take it away.
Kevin, thanks very much.
Oh, they're getting closer. Thanks, DA. And checking out Utah's opening lineup. Conley and Mitchell, the talented backcourt pair. Bogdanovich out there with Gobert, and it's Ingles in at the 3 spot. And for the Suns, Rubio and Booker, they're the backcourt. Johnson is out there with Kelly Oubre, and it's Ayton in at the center. Now here's Conley. Mitchell outside. That 3 off the mark. Here's Rubio. Terrific, talented backcourts tonight, Greg. Did it ever add anything for you playing across another top-level guard?
Listen, it raises the stakes, no doubt about it. You always want the opportunity to play against the best because you want to see where you stand. But in the end, even when you know a guy's better than you, and you're going to have that be the case a lot of nights, you still know that you will have an ability to impact the outcome when it comes to winning. And that's where you have to keep your focus.
Got a hand on it, but they get it back. Gobert finds Mitchell. And here's Bogdanovich for 3. The Jazz with another miss.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Passes it to Oubre. Good ball movement here by the Suns. A nice shot by Booker.
And really, Booker is as lethal as they come from deep. Can't allow him to get into a groove.
Conley with a wide open look. Another miss by Utah.
4 shots, 4 misses, and you can sense a certain frustration building.
And such a great all-around player for over a decade now. Conley is one of the class acts in our league.
He is, GA, one of the best floor leaders we have. He's completely unselfish. Also, 3-time NBA Sportsmanship Award winner, and in 2019 was named NBA Teammate of the Year.
Here is Rubio. Michael Conley making his last shot. On the wing, Booker to the paint. Conley against Oubre. The shot, no good. And it's Utah the other way. Here's Bogdanovich. A miss that time would have put him up.
Meeting right at the rim. He typically converts in those situations. Not this time.
Rubio against Conley. Rubio, the pass to Ayton. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
You 2 players.
And now another look at that mobile 1-block defensive performance.
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
And the Jazz with possession here. And so it's Conley bringing up the ball for Utah. Right wing. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Here's Bogdanovich. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
Few players in the league do a better job of finding the open man than Mike Conley.
To the inside. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Bogdanovich. Conley against Oubre. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Here's Gobert. And it's stolen by Ricky Rubio. Ayton, the pass to Rubio. Booker with no one around. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
It's deflected. And that's going to be a travel. A big group substitution here for Phoenix. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for DeAndre Ayton. Sharge comes in for Johnson. Mikal Bridges checked in for Oubre. And it's Carter in for Ricky Rubio. So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Davis is checked in for Bogdanovich. O'Neal comes in for Joe Ingles. Clarkson, he's checked in for Donovan Mitchell. And Emmanuel Mudiay subbed in for Mike Conley. And Gobert kicks to Clarkson. Back to Gobert. And there's the pass to Mudiay. Gobert double teamed. Unloads from 13. Here's Davis. Pass to Clarkson. Now, here is O'Neal. Shot clock at 6. Inside. Tries again. Rejected by Booker. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Booker. And the Suns making a change here. Jerome is checked in. 46 seconds left here in the opening quarter. And the shot goes in from Rudy Gobert.
Yes, smart choice. I really like that play.
The Suns have gone just 2 of 7 so far. A little bit of a slow start for them. Jerome passes to Saric. Baines dishes to Bridges. And Saric kicks to Carter. Bridges against O'Neal. 3 on the clock. Here's Jerome. Rebound, Utah.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard.
Back to Gobert. Pass to Clarkson. From deep three-point range, it's all tied in Phoenix. And we'll be back with you right after this. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And from what we've seen, guys, from Phoenix, what do you guys see?
I mean, offensively, I thought they did a good job of protecting the ball. And defensively, boy, were they disruptive.
Winning the turnover battle here early on, and you see that reflected in the score.
And so in the game for the Jazz, Mitchell and Bogdanovich, they're the wings. Then it's Conley, and it's Morgan in at the center position. And it's finished off inside by Kaminsky.
Yeah, good-looking bounce pass to set up that one.
Utah trailing here. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
One of Conley's calling cards, getting into the paint and converting, even though he's often the smallest guy on the floor.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, Mike Conley is a 3-time Sportsmanship Award winner. He's also won the Teammate Award. And he's never been assessed a technical foul at any level of basketball. Now, some ask if going easy on the refs costs him calls down the road. But Coach Quinn Snyder said, it's hard to imagine that handling yourself with poise and respect can ever be a negative. Guys?
Well said. Thanks, David. The Jazz shooting 31%, not looking sharp offensively, to say the least. Mitchell finds Conley. Here's Morgan. That's in there. Conley with the assist. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Here's Jerome. Over by Conley. Jerome passes to Bridges. Here's Jerome. Banked in off the glass. And the Suns lead by 2.
Beautiful location on the pass as usual. Led his man perfectly.
On the wing, Mitchell. Pass to Niang. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
There's no bigger play in a close game than a putback slam.
Oh, and that one's got them all hyped up. Wow.
They're bringing the energy, the hustle, the fight, and they also didn't give up on that possession.
And the pass to Bridges. To the inside. Fast break. Here come the Jazz. Here's Conley. That's tipped. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will retain possession. So for the Suns, Andre Ayton's checked in for Saric. Oubre comes in for Bridges. And Ricky Rubio subbed in for Carter. Now, here's Ingles. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Clarkson passes to Davis. And Phoenix pushing it up now. Oubre's got the ball. Goes back up. Ayton kicks to Oubre. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Jerome passes to Ayton. And the layup's good off the glass. Greg, who would you choose as the best defenders of the NBA pick and roll?
Oof. That is a tough one. This will surprise some people. Nikola Jokic is one of the better big men defending the pick and roll, in part because of his instinct. He doesn't impress me in terms of his physical attributes, but his mind, the ability to anticipate, having a sense of how perimeter players play the game. He's a guy that's terrific. I'll give you an oldie but goodie in Andre Iguodala. He's still terrific. And I pick bigger guys because you've got to be able to switch that and guard smaller players. And, at the center and the swing position, those are two guys that still are very reliable.
So crafty with the ball in his hands. Ingles catches the defense napping.
The Jazz shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
And it's Rubio with the ball for the Suns.
And the thing that stood out for me last year about Moutier, his shot selection was much improved.
It was, G.A. A career high from the field. He was solid also from three. Still, he needs to clean up that turnover category. But we have to remember, he is still very young despite how long we've been talking about him.
The wide open look here for Ingles. The Jazz with another miss.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range. I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
It's his first trip to the line.
And over the course of last year, he was up over 90%. And with a stroke like that, you see why.
Johnson, he's checked in for Kelly Oubre. So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Davis. Bogdanovich comes in for Royce O'Neal. Mitchell, he's checked in for Jordan Clarkson. And it's Mike Conley in for Moutier. They get it back. And yes, it's good. Gobert's got his second bucket.
Rudy wanted it more than anyone else. He's going to be around for a long time. Look forward to watching him.
Booker the pass to Rubio. Back to Booker. Shoots the three. Phoenix no good that time either.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
The Jazz shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night. That free throw no good.
He's a great defender. He's improved his scoring. Rudy Gobert has put a lot of work into his body and game.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident. Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Conley, the pass to Bogdanovich. To the right side. Down low. Out to Conley. Rebound by the Suns.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down. Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. And so it's Phoenix with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They've been playing some...
Thank you, Kevin. With Coach Quinn Snyder. Quinn, what has to happen in the second half?
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Devin Booker putting in some incredible work. He had 12 points and 1 block.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. You gotta like what Devin Booker is doing in this one.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
Rubio and Booker, they're the backcourt. Andre Ayton out there with Johnson. And it's Oubre in at the small forward. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Monty Williams. Booker outside. And out of bounds as Utah gains possession. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile One block?
The defensive awareness, the timing, when you have to face a defender that can reject you like that, it can alter your approach.
Conley with the 3, and it's Ayton with the rebound. Phoenix leading by 4. Booker finds Rubio. Back to Booker. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist. Booker's got 14 points.
Crossing up the defense, and that's what you expect from Rubio. Terrific vision.
Mitchell against Booker. Gobert dishes to Bogdanovich. Nice ball movement by Utah. Clock at 6. Gobert can't hit. Well, Phoenix shooting pretty good tonight at 48%.
And there's a lot of talk about Gobert's rim protection, but his rebounding is every bit as important on the defensive end.
Yeah, that's finishing off defense. Once you force them to miss, you don't want to allow second chance opportunities. Rudy Gobert averaged over 10 defensive boards a game last year. That was the best numbers of his career and top 3 in the league.
Mitchell passes to Gobert. Booker against Mitchell. Pass to Ingles. Right side, Conley. Now the dish to Bogdanovich. Lets it go from deep. It's hauled in by the Suns. Ayton's got his 6th rebound on the night. Free throw line jump shot. That's good from Booker on the assist by Oubre. Booker's got the lead up to 10 now for the Suns. Timeout is called, first of the game for the Jazz.
And just as Kelly Oubre was coming into his own as an NBA starter, a meniscus tear in his right knee ended his season. Now, back in action. We'll see how quickly he can recover his explosive athleticism.
And the Suns with a completely new group on the floor. So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Morgan's checked in. O'Neal comes in for Joe Ingles. Jordan Clarkson, he's checked in for Donovan Mitchell. And it's Moutier in for Mike Conley. Gobert down low. Baines is there. And Gobert throws it down.
Rudy showing us what you get when you put size and creativity together.
And it's Okobo with the ball for the Phoenix Suns. And before the injury, Kelly Oubre playing a career high in minutes. 38 to 40 minutes a game with regularity. G8, do you think that load could have contributed to his injury?
Well, Kevin, all young players want those minutes, but that right knee had troubled him for a while. PRP treatment back in 2017, and perhaps some questions for the Suns training set.
Carter dishes to Baines, and the call will be against Emmanuel Moutier. That's his first foul. Carter on the wing. No points in the game yet for him. Pass to Okobo. 5 on the clock. He feeds it to Baines. O'Neal with the rebound. Jazz trail by 6. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Greg, as a young player, one of your mentors was Patrick Ewing. How valuable was that to have that kind of guy tutoring you, mentoring you as you were just getting in the NBA?
I tell you, he was the consummate professional and really an incredible leader by example. This guy spent infinite amount of hours in the gym in the offseason honing his craft. First on the floor, last to leave it throughout his professional career. And that's something he had in common with all the truly greats who've ever played the game.
The Suns have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. Devin Booker, he's checked in for Phoenix.
I'll tell you, he doesn't give points away. Excellent job from the line.
Clarkson passes to Gobert. And with that, the Phoenix lead is cut down now to just 5 on the bucket from Clarkson.
Good find, and one of Gobert's advantages as a passer, he can see over everyone's head.
Passes it to Baines. And the dunk by Baines.
The D's just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
It's a backbreaker for your defense, giving up easy buckets like that.
And slam dunk by Gobert.
A much more physical player now than when he first entered the league. Gobert powering it home.
Here's Booker. That one wide left.
You expect him to make that, especially from that distance.
Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. On the wing, Booker takes a three. Shot number 12 goes in. He's made 7 of 12 now.
Throughout the evening, he's gotten to his spots, and the defense has not adjusted.
Moutier looking around. Kicks it to Gobert. It's tipped.
And you can't be careless around Sarge. When he's on you, he is looking to send that one back.
Bridges. It's good on the putback.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip-in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there. And so it's Phoenix going into the break with a 10-point lead. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
You know, it takes good vision and it takes good decision making right there. He showed both, and he did so at a very high level.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. So on the floor for Utah, Conley runs the point with Mitchell flanking him. Joe Ingles is out there with Bogdanovich, and it's Davis in at the 5. Oubre passes to Ayton, and Ayton throws it down.
And dunking the ball is just second nature to Ayton. With the right positioning, he's a threat to throw it down.
Conley finds Davis. And it's Davis with the jam.
Defensive breakdown there, no doubt about it. I mean, he's a guy you have to be focused on defensively.
There's the feed to Booker. He had stolen by Ingles. And here they come. Here's Mitchell. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
You know, because Donovan Mitchell is so explosive, few guys have the energy, the effort, and the discipline to guard him on a nightly basis.
And when you talk about certain players having that it factor, Donovan Mitchell fits that bill.
He does. Confident in his approach, GA. Fearless on his attack. Donovan Mitchell is one of those guys who can go off for 50 if you let him get into rhythm. As long as he's in Utah, that team will remain competitive.
Excellent footwork there. Booker so tricky on the drive. You can't predict what he's going to do.
There's the pass to Gobert. Stolen by Carter. Ayton up top. They get a hand on it, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. That is his first foul of the game. Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth.
Trying to shoot himself out of his slump, and it's not going well.
And then Mitchell at the dunk.
Nice finish by Donovan Mitchell. If you're the defense, you have to get back in a hurry and match up.
Carter against Mitchell. Carter dishes to Ayton. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. A putback. Great positioning on the putback. And the Suns lead by 8.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Here's Booker. Gobert with the block.
You really have to be careful with Gobert lurking around. He'll send it back. You know what, though? They keep calling his number despite the difficult quarter he's had.
And now here's Johnson, the fast break chance. And finished off by Oubre.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Great activity at both ends. Great teamwork as well.
Gobert with it, and it's Carter picking him up. Another miss by Utah.
The defense got lucky there. That's one you expect him to drain.
Hefty move. Oubre outside. For 3, Booker good on the three-point shot. Booker's got 5 points now this quarter.
This is a guy who once scored 70 points in a game. Booker, doesn't take much for him to start percolating.
Gobert finds Mitchell. No good again that time. Guys, a good chance for them to slow it down.
Yeah, they definitely should use some clock here.
Carter outside. 1:35 left in the fourth quarter. 6 on the shot clock. And out of bounds as the Jazz gain possession. And the Suns making a change here. Rubio's checked in. Royce O'Neal's checked in for Utah. And so Conley will bring the ball up for the Utah Jazz. Trailing by 13. Mitchell's shot is good.
More than just a shooter, Donovan Mitchell is crafty at getting it done inside too.
Johnson, the pass to Ayton. Stolen by O'Neal. Booker against Mitchell.
Oh, that is just unreal. Is this the dunk contest, or are we actually playing a real game?
No, this one counts, Greg. Believe me. But confidence to attempt an alley-oop to himself.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And it's Mitchell with the jam.
You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things into your own hands. And Booker kicks to Oubre. Back to Booker. Over Mitchell. Booker finds Oubre. Oh, Ayton in position. And Utah has possession. 9-point game. Bogdanovich dishes to Conley. He lobs up the alley-oop pass and slam dunk by Gobert.
Just throw it up to Gobert and he'll take care of the rest using that enormous wingspan.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock, and the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Conley. 23 seconds left in the fourth. Diallo the pass to Kaminsky. And he makes that one.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Especially during this last run, which ultimately put the game away.
Here's Mitchell. That three off target. Had some space there after the little pump fake. So the Suns win it. Some good moments throughout this one, but they have the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah.
from the plains of Oklahoma. And before we get going,
Kevin, thanks.
What a great guy. D.A., thank you for that. And checking out Utah's opening lineup, Mitchell is the 2 with Ingles at the 3. Bogdanovich out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's Conley in at the point, and for the Thunder, Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Paul, and it's Dort in at the 3 slot.
That's a tough rebound if you don't have the length that he does, so the size paying off.
And Bogdanovich throws it down.
Yeah, the length and height of Bogdanovich is impressive. Outstanding at slamming it down there when he got the chance.
Now here's Paul. Bucket is good. Well, this seems to be a game that could be very tactical, Greg. Both teams relying on execution in the half court.
And Kevin, you're going to see a lot of ball movement and body movement, and you can't just stand around and watch one guy go to work. I think that puts so much pressure on the defense with how the game is played.
And an emphasis on coaching, too.
Yes.
And so here is Oklahoma City. Michael Conley getting his 3 to go. Dort passes to Adams. Gobert with the defensive effort.
He gets a lot of points right there at the rim, but the defense determined not to give up the easy deuce there.
Gallinari with the steal. And here we go. Paul heading to the hoop. Finished off the break. Paul's got his 2nd bucket of the game to go.
Well, Steven Adams has more skills than just being a screen setter out there, showing them off there.
It's tipped, and it's out of bounds. The Jazz able to retain possession here.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
Thunder have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. 1 up, 1 down, 2 points with his first shot this game.
SGA on the inside, a nice finish and a strong one.
And Paul played in his 10th NBA All-Star game last year after having missed the event 3 years in a row.
And some of that could have been health, and then obviously some of it was fit with other teams, but this Thunder offense has really played to Chris Paul's strengths and working through a ton of options, sometimes playing deep into the shot clock. Again, highly efficient and one of the best mid-range players, and then working alongside Steven Adams. This has been a bit of a symphony here.
Conley dishes to Ingles. Mitchell outside. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. No good on the triple. The Thunder have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. And Dort gets it to go.
Chris Paul came into the league playing unselfish, continues to do so. What a dime.
Conley the pass to Gobert. Jazz passing it around, and it's a defensive 3-second violation. Utah shooting their first free throw of the contest. And so he hits the technical free throw.
And Bogdanovich is a confident, efficient player, a guy who can play either the 2 or 3 spots on the floor.
Looking at who's out there now for the Jazz. Royce O'Neal's checked in for Joe Ingles. Jordan Clarkson comes in for Mitchell. And it's Moutier in for Mike Conley. And it's the Thunder with the ball after Bogdanovich missing on that last 3-pointer. Here's Schroeder, and stolen by Bogdanovich. And here's the fast break. Clarkson leading the way. And he gets the whistle. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. Doesn't go that time. And Utah the other way now. Moutier kicks to Gobert. Here's O'Neal. The Jazz again can't hit it. The Thunder leading by 4. Stolen by Clarkson. O'Neal dishes to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
You won't find a higher percentage shot in this league. Gobert from ground zero.
Here's Schroeder. Here's Noel. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Jazz trail by 4. Clarkson finds Moutier. Back to Clarkson. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. No good from outside.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
And it's Noel missing.
He creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go, even with the defense not really a factor.
And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Thunder. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Well, recently, Chris Paul talked about adding some levity.
It sounds so generic to say we have fun, but, like, we may lose a game.
Yeah, from what we've seen, Greg, these guys naturally get along.
And you add in the guiding hand of Chris Paul. This team can beat anyone on any night because they're so connected.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. What stands out to you from Oklahoma City in this one?
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
That defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
They've got Noel. Ferguson out there with Gallinari. Then there's Dennis Schroeder. And it's Diallo in at the 2-guard. That's the group for Oklahoma City getting going here in the second. Now, here's Mitchell after the miss from Dennis Schroeder. And here we go. Shot good by Diallo. Diallo's got the lead up to 10 now for Oklahoma City.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Nice ball movement by Utah. A 3 from Bogdanovich. The Jazz again can't hit it. The Thunder shooting fantastically in this game. 62% from the floor. A slam dunk by Diallo.
And trust me, Dennis Schroeder would love to score the basketball, but his ability to set up his teammates is also effective.
2 open that time. Made it look too easy. Bogdanovich has got 6.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on it.
When you look at the balance of power between players and teams, Greg, does it feel like the players now have more say, more control than they used to?
No doubt. We're seeing more players demand trades, sign shorter contracts with opt-outs. And the irony of that is, in my era, our best players were fearful for the length of their contracts or the life expectancy of their careers, believe it or not. And these guys today, they understand their value. They know what they bring to the table, and they are utilizing that to the max.
And is that good, Greg, for the game?
I think so. I do think most guys want to win, and they understand that their legacies are going to be defined about whether or not they do.
Gilgeous-Alexander's checked in for the Thunder. Conley kicks to Mitchell. Here's O'Neal. Off target from outside. Oklahoma City leading by 10. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Bojan Bogdanovic was a pro in Europe for a decade before he joined the NBA. The Croatian sharpshooter says, a lot of players who are happy over there, but I wanted to have another challenge, to play against the best in the world. That was the only thing that was important to me. Guys, he's lived up to that promise.
He loves that challenge, and he's having success. D.A., thank you. Here's Ingles, following the basket by Chris Paul. Mitchell wide open. Offensive rebound, and that one's good by Davis.
Well, that's a refreshing workman's approach to the game. Davis there beats everyone on the rebound and then finishes strong.
Paul goes in, lays it up, and banks it in. Paul's got 4 points in the quarter.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Conley's shot is off.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Jazz trail by 10. Fast break. Here come the Jazz. Ingles kicks to Davis. Corner shot. And Paul pulls it down.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space.
Oh!
Yeah. And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
And this guy is no stranger to the highlight reel. Mitchell never misses a chance to elevate. Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Jazz have gone 5 of 12 from the field here in the second. Conley finds Mitchell. And here's Bogdanovic. Conley for 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovic. Conley's got 8 points.
Came into the NBA as an average shooter at best. Conley's worked as hard as anyone to improve his shot. Part of why he's had such a stellar career.
Adams. And Adams with the slam.
Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
Nice to play with a point guard that takes pride in playmaking. It makes you move around just a little bit faster to get open spots.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Ferguson's checked in. Gobert checked in for Utah. Paul passes to Adams. And Adams with the slam.
Well, that frame and strength, I think, sometimes will scare guys off. He gets right to the rim.
And with that, the Thunder lead is cut down now to just 9 in the bucket for Mitchell.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
26 seconds left in the first half. Paul kicks to Diallo. Here's Adams. Utah with the rebound. Gobert's got his 4th rebound in this one.
And how's that for a one-man show? Put this fella on Broadway.
The most magnificent alley-oop we could have seen. Here's Paul. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. He's got 10.
He's such a good scorer when he gets inside that painted area. One of the game's best mid-range players that we've ever seen. Chris Paul getting it done.
And so we conclude the first half. It's the Thunder. They're up by 9. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Well, Oklahoma City has the edge here at halftime. They lead by 9 points. And that's a wrap for our halftime.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. It's been a clinic by Chris Paul.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half, just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. Taking a look at the Jazz. Conley runs the point with Mitchell flanking him. Bogdanovic out there with Joe Ingles. And it's Gobert in at the center, walking down the middle. And there's Gobert, putting it right back in.
He knows his job Gobert is there to own the glass and cash in on as many second chance opportunities as he can.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. That's foul number 2 for him. A different look for Utah. Clarkson comes in for Donovan Mitchell. And Emmanuel Mudiay subbed in for Mike Conley. Jazz trail by 7. And here comes the break. Lobbed up there for Bogdanovich.
Thunderball.
And so it's Gallinari with it. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. And so the ball out of bounds. Gobert touched it last. Dennis Schroeder's checked in for Paul. And stolen by Bogdanovich. And here's the fast break. Clarkson leading the way. Oh, that's blocked.
Nice job, SGA, coming in and using that long, athletic wingspan.
Count it. Adams has got 8.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play. That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
A drive by Schroeder. Gallinari passes to Adams. And now Utah, fast break. Clarkson's running. Good work there as it goes.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out. Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
Passes to Gobert. Clarkson with the ball. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Pretty good recognition for Clarkson. He's moving the ball and some good things starting to happen now offensively.
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Adams. Second shot opportunity. The pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Noel's checked in for the Thunder. Utah also making some changes. Davis comes in for Bogdanovich. And O'Neal subbed in for Joe Ingles. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
The drive by Schroeder. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. Schroeder's got 4 points now in the quarter. Well, it seems like every year, Greg, we see some incredible new players come to the NBA, and they are welcome with open arms. Their style of play is so terrific.
No doubt about it. You know, guys like Ja Morant, I think he's got a chance to be one of the greats. And any list about the future of the NBA has to include Luka Doncic. I don't know if there's a better basketball talent than that young man. And, you know, let's not forget about Devin Booker out in Phoenix as well. A terrific, terrific player.
3 terrific kids, you're right. Mitchell outside. 1:43 left here in the third quarter. Gobert can't hit.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Yeah, you can see when it's that close, players reacting. Oh, man, we just missed that one. Maybe they'll get another chance at it.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Here's Mitchell. That falls. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. Mitchell's got 10 points.
And there's an edge to Mitchell's game. He wants to be the guy in charge. And if that means he's got to get physical, he'll do it. And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard.
He's not the reason that they're trailing in this one. He's been on his game. It's a few of the other guys that need to pick it up.
Here's Schroeder. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face. 11 points in the game.
Doing a lot of nice work now from the field. He's helped get them this lead, and now he's helped them keep it.
Here's Mitchell. A three-pointer off the mark.
I I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
Here's Ferguson. The rebound by the Jazz. Gobert's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. And stolen by Noel. And now a fast break for the Thunder. And he lobs it up. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration, a turnover, and an easy bucket in transition.
Back to Ingles. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
Yeah, it's almost like he's playing with the wristwatch there. He knew the time, he executed.
And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
You know, anytime a guy's in the post and the teammates know he's unselfish, great player movement can create an opportunity just like that.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. We've got Diallo. Nerlens Noel is out there with Muscala. Then it's Chris Paul. And it's Ferguson in at the 3. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder. O'Neal misses.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts. But otherwise, the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Now here's Paul. Scores the bucket. He's 7 for 11 and continues to look good.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Loads it up for Davis.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Ball against O'Neal. Here's Ferguson. He can't get that one. Ready by Bogdanovich. Jazz trail by 9. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And that's part of what Mitchell brings to the table. The willingness to operate on the perimeter or get in there and mix it up on the interior.
And a new group in here for the Thunder.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Paul dishes to Adams, and Adams with the slam.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, both of these teams locked in on the offensive end. It's going to be a high-scoring affair tonight.
Now, here's Mitchell.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. The solo alley-oop? That's not something we see too often.
Timed perfectly. Caught the defense totally off guard. And it's Paul penetrating.
Yeah, so Chris Paul beats you off the dribble. We've said that a million times. And draws contact. We said that a million times.
First free throw is good. Gobert, he's checked in for the Jazz. Emmanuel Mudiay comes in for Donovan Mitchell. He hits both from the stripe. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Here's Paul. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Yeah, Chris Paul is not afraid of getting hit, whether it's him initiating it or anticipating it. Plays through that contact well.
For the Jazz, Bradley's checked in for Bogdanovich. And it's Joe Ingles in for Rudy Gobert. And that one falls for Paul. Greg, you were drafted 12th overall by the New York Knicks and then 2nd overall by the Grizzlies in the expansion draft. So you've had a very unique view of being in that position in 2 different settings.
Yeah, I mean, 2 very different cities, but really each beautiful in its own way. The New York draft, obviously coming out of college, that was like a dream come true to go and play for Pat Riley and then get the opportunity to go and be a part of a brand new team in a new country, if you will, was also a really cool experience as well.
I hope we can take a petition started by you and me to get the NBA back in Vancouver. I miss
and
going
Seattle,
to
right? Let's get back in both those cities.
Exactly. The shot's good from Paul. Paul's got the lead up to 12 now for Oklahoma City. Clarkson surveying the floor. Pass to O'Neal. Kicks to Ingles. A 3-ball. Dort grabs the miss.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
There's always these nights where Chris Paul tends to get a little bit hungry on the offensive end. We're seeing it play out here.
Bradley passes to Ingles. Adams with it. Now guarded by Bradley. Paul outside. Tries to keep it alive. And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel. A different look for Utah. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for O'Neal. Mitchell comes in for Clarkson. And it's Conley in for Moutier. Knocked away. And it's out of bounds. The Jazz able to retain possession here. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Conley against Adams. Out to the right wing. It's stolen by Ingles. It's 2-on-1.
And how's that for a one-man show? Put this fella on Broadway.
The most magnificent alley-oop we could have seen. Paul for 3. But they'll get another chance.
And that long rebound just falls right back into their hands. That'll reset the shot clock. No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for the Thunder.
They had a fantastic play from the bench.
And this team has great depth, and they showed it in this game.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Chris Paul.
Now, this was a showcase night of his skills offensively.
The Jazz have gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. Oh, and the dunk by Mitchell.
Look, it's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Yeah, it's tough to mount a comeback like this and then fall oh so short. I'm sure that's weighing on them just a little bit.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Loved it. The guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
And Oklahoma City going with a whole new group out there. Now, here's Mitchell. And the foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That's his first foul.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
.29 seconds left in the game. Here's Schroeder. The shot will not fall. Gobert with the defensive effort. Snatched away. Noel against Gobert.
You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things into your own hands. The lob to Bradley. The shot, no good. So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Downtown Phoenix on a block. We are.
Hey, Kevin, thank you.
Thank you, DA. So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Paul out there with Gilgeous-Alexander, and it's Dort in at the small forward. And for Phoenix, Rubio and Booker, they're the backcourt. Johnson is out there with Oubre, and it's Ayton in at the center filling out the middle. Paul finds Gilgeous-Alexander. Adams with it. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Now, here's Rubio. Second chance shot. Kicks it out to Johnson. Booker looking around. And the rebound goes to the Thunder.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look. And Devin Booker in the third year of that 5-year, $158 billion contract, coming off his first All-Star selection and his most efficient scoring season. Man, it's hard to imagine what's coming next.
I think, Greg, he's desperate to make the playoffs, right? He's doing his part. He's improving on the defensive end. He's been an eye-popping scorer throughout the early part of his career. Now it's all about, can he create team success?
Here's Dort. Pass to Adams. Just 5 to shoot. Oubre pulls it in.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher. This guy is a pick-your-poison kind of player. Very hard defensively to cover all your bases with him.
Here's Paul. Devin Booker picking up that last basket. And up the court come the Suns on the break. Trying to find Gilgeous-Alexander. Gets it to him. Adams outside. First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. And Ricky Rubio gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Ball against Johnson. Adams.
Yeah, that's a terrific contest by Oubre. He's got the length and quickness to defend every perimeter spot, 1 through 3.
That's good from Booker on the assist by Ayton.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Now here's Paul.
Early on, 3 misses to open the game. Their offense right now still trying to find its way.
And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession.
Active hands from him as he's able to deflect that pass out of bounds.
Well, that's what you call a game of inches. They talk about it in football. We see it right there.
Rubio against Paul. Now here's Rubio. He's tightly guarded. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Ayton. It's good.
Well, you want to see DeAndre Ayton seek out the contact on the interior. Boy, he's a big-time talent.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Count it. Hey, Greg, you played in a different era of NBA defense. When you look at how defense is played now in the league, how do you feel about it?
You know, Kevin, I think the introduction of the zone, by and large, has been great. You get a lot more switching. And I think it brings more skill into the game. Don't get me wrong. I do miss the physicality that we had back in the 90s. But I tell you what, right now, my body wishes I had the opportunity to play in this era.
I bet it does. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Gallinari. That doesn't go on the chance to tie.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Sharch checked in for the Suns. There's a minute 47 left to play in the first quarter. For 3, Booker. Ayton, the pass to Booker. Again, the miss by Booker. Thunder trailing by 3. And he lobs it up toward the rim, and Noel throws it down.
Love the connection Noel has built with his teammates. Smart at knowing when to time that alley-oop.
Lobbed up there for Booker. Out of bounds. Oklahoma City takes possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
For the Thunder, Muscala comes in for Gallinari. And Diallo subbed in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Now here's Schroeder. We've got 1:08 left here in the first quarter. Ferguson misses.
Maybe he rushes that just a little bit. Who knows? But he couldn't have gotten a better look than that.
To the middle. Out to the wing. Here's Jerome. 6 to shoot. Phoenix needs to get off a shot, and they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Here's Schroeder. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Baines passes to Jerome. Good ball movement here by the Suns. And there's the feed to Baines. And he lays it straight in.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
And Schroeder's got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. They trail by 3, and good that time. Noel's got his second basket.
How about that show of strength from Nerlens Noel? No fear in how he attacks the defense on these shots.
Here's Jerome over Muscala. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. The Suns on top, leading by just 1. And the second quarter. When it comes to the art of providing leadership, CP3.
The guys on the team already tell me.
Well said. He does a great job of keeping everyone involved and on the same page.
And Kevin, he practices what he preaches. He plays the right way and motivates his teammates to do the same.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And from what we've seen, guys, from the Suns, what are you thinking so far?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
Yeah, I think they wanted to come out of the gate strong, and they have. They've taken the early lead here.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. Taking a look at the Thunder, we've got Ferguson, Mike Muscala out there with Nerlens Noel. Then there's Dennis Schroeder, and it's Diallo in at the shooting guard position. Pass to Kaminsky. Dishes to Carter. Over Diallo. And it's Carter missing. The Thunder with the lead. Ferguson's shot is good. Ferguson's got his first points in this one.
And after that ragged first quarter, they're getting some momentum, some confidence. Nice flow.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
The pass to Bridges. Clock at 6. Here's Jerome. He's guarded by Schroeder.
Well, defenses are content to give up the mid-range, right? It's not the high percentage restricted area or the 3. You can see they're prepared to give up that shot.
They're running. Here's Carter. Finished off the break.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
Schroeder outside. Back to Noel. In the corner, it's Diallo. And there's the defensive 3-second call. For Oklahoma City, they have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line.
And they had a lot of success a season ago as a team, hitting about 80% of their free throws.
A platoon swap here for Phoenix. And a new group in here for the Thunder. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Nerlens Noel. Gallinari comes in for Terrence Ferguson. Gilgeous-Alexander's checked in for Diallo. And Paul subbed in for Dennis Schroeder. For 3, Booker. It's rebounded by Paul. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second.
And basketball in the blood for Devin Booker. I mean, his father, Melvin, started at the University of Missouri and played pro ball. Started in high school. Devin trained with his father, trying to follow his path.
Here's Adams, shakes him over Booker, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It goes on Devin Booker.
Boy, there's just a brute strength and physicality about Steven Adams. This guy knows his role and plays it to perfection.
And Phoenix making a change here. Sharge is checked in, and Oklahoma City also making a switch. Dort's checked in. And we know the story, Booker moving from Michigan to Mississippi to live with his father and develop his skills.
And 4:30 a.m. alarms to train on the beach before the summer sun, getting to practice 2 hours early and staying late. Booker, not a freak athlete, so he had to work harder and drill the fundamentals.
Rubio left side. Booker with no one around. Can't tie it up as that one misses. And now the fast break. Gallinari with the ball. That's a 2 from Paul. And he wills that one in. Sinking right through off the back iron.
Well, Gallinari, a scorer at heart, but how about the unselfishness? Perfectly sets up his open teammate.
To the paint. It's stolen by Adams. We've got 1:18 left to play in the first half.
Look at me.
Now Paul passes it to Dort. Gallinari down low. Here's Adams, and 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
As physical a player as there is in the entire NBA, Steven Adams putting the defense in a tough spot.
He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
Here's Booker, and the dunk by Booker.
But guys, what a terrific feel for the young Booker. Knows exactly how to take what the defense gives him.
Paul outside from deep. The shot comes out, so Phoenix will take it the other way. Booker the pass to Ayton. Kicks it out to Booker. There's 25 seconds left in the first half of the game. Hits the three-point bomb. Now just a 1-point Oklahoma City lead.
Well, the mechanically sound shooting form of Devin Booker on display. That is pretty.
I always like to hold for the last shot right here.
Well, that's great execution if you can do that, because it takes any chance at momentum away from your opponent.
The Suns shooting their first free throw. First trip to the line in this one.
Well, the #1 pick in the 2018 NBA draft, DeAndre Ayton, is going to be a feared big man for years to come.
Shooter passes to Noel, and Noel throws it down.
And in terms of size, not your typical center, but man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. A competitive matchup for Oklahoma City in the first quarter. Some good action during the period. Thanks for joining.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You know, Greg, you probably know as well as anyone, what was it like going up against the Bulls in the 90s?
You know, it's weird to say, but in a lot of ways, we were a lot like they were. Hall of Fame talent at the coach, a defensive-minded team, but the one difference was, you know, the Bulls had that guy that wore that number 23. I think I'd say that might have been the one difference.
Rubio and Booker, they're the backcourt. Oubre out there with Johnson. And it's Ayton in at the center. Who's out there for Phoenix.
There is a persistence about Steven Adams. Quality defense will not deter this guy if he wants to score. Nice finish.
A nice shot by Booker.
Well, the defense deserves to get burned. Absolutely no excuse for leaving him open.
Paul passes to Adams, and stolen by Ayton. And the dunk by Booker.
Excellent recognition from Kelly Oubre right there. So solid, sensing when one of his guys is open. You know, you think back to DeAndre Ayton's college career. He demonstrated three-point range, and while he's eager to show that in the NBA, the Suns want him to attack the rim.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Johnson kicks to Ayton. Pass to Oubre. Shot from free throw range. Thunder with the rebound.
And Monty Williams said, offensively, Ayton's got to be 80% beast, 20% shooter.
The reason they say that, Greg, is they want him to exploit the elite physical tools he brings to the game. If he can draw more fouls, he can get to the free throw line. And he's such a good shooter there, it only makes sense.
Aaron Baines, he's checked in for the Suns. Here's Rubio. Suns moving the ball around. Pass to Booker. It's up a three. Drains it from beyond the arc. Booker's got 17 now.
I'll tell you, you are playing with fire anytime you leave this guy open, and they just got burned.
Paul for three. They get it back. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Rubio taking his time here. He dishes it to Baines. Kicks it out to Rubio. The pass to Booker. A three. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist. 20 points for Devin Booker.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Here's Paul. No good. The Suns go the other way with it. Here's Booker. Got a piece of it.
Wow, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander off his feet and sends it back.
And Phoenix making a change here. Sharge is checked in. Then for the Thunder, Ferguson's checked in for Gilgeous-Alexander. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Chris Paul. Passes it to Ferguson. Back to Schroeder. And Muscala has it in the corner. Over to the left wing. Just 5 on the clock. Schroeder passes to Muscala. Here's Booker. Kicks it out to Johnson. Back to Booker. Deflects the pass. It's stolen by Muscala. Schroeder dishes to Muscala. Here's Ferguson. The Thunder shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. First one falls for. Noel's checked in for Gallinari. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Phoenix leading by 4. Here's Carter. Makes it off the glass.
And the execution has just been off defensively here in the second. Play after play, it's almost as if they're a step slow.
Bridges against Schroeder. Got a hand on it. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Inside. Carter kicks to Saric. Here's Jerome. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him.
The D feels like it's everywhere, and that pass should not have been made.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
And he shot foul shots at about a 75% clip a season ago.
Booker, he's checked in for the Suns. And a switcher also for Oklahoma City. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Mike Muscala. 1:05 left to play here in the third. Carter against Schroeder. To the middle. Here's Booker. Count it. And with that basket, he's now 9 of 15 from the floor.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots. Playing smart with the lead.
Schroeder kicks to Adams. uses the glass to finish the layup. 8 points for Steven Adams.
Well, coaches love seeing this from Dennis Schroeder. Recognize the situation, find the open teammate.
Booker left side. Feeds it to Kaminsky. And stolen by Noel. Schroeder, left side, takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Now just a 3-point Suns lead. We've got 22 seconds left in the third. Carter outside. Pass to Kaminsky. Back to Carter. Draws contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
The Suns shooting their third free throw attempt of the game. 8 seconds left in the third. 2 points. That one goes. Schroeder's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, this is what you must do when you get hit on a field goal attempt, right? Schroeder keeps his concentration. What maturity he's demonstrated these last couple of years.
And so it's Devin Booker making highlights for the Phoenix Suns. And it was from 3-point range where he did the most damage. He knocked down 3 in that quarter. Right back after this break. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. And Oklahoma City looking who they've got to start the fourth quarter. Noel is out there with Steven Adams. Then there's Dennis Schroeder, and it's Ferguson in at the 2 guard. Thunder trailing by 7. Paul passes to Noel. Bridges with the board.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Well, Steven Adams is as strong a player as there is in the NBA. Draws the contact there.
And one of the problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line. They needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break.
And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for Phoenix. Pass to Kaminsky. Down low. And it's Ayton missing. Thunder shooting around 41% on the night. Here's Noel. Rejected by Booker. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Booker. Oubre's checked in for Phoenix. Ricky Rubio comes in for Carter. And Oklahoma City with a change here, too. Gallinari's checked in. Suns leading by 5. Oh, Ayton in position. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
What a connection DeAndre Ayton has with his guys. Great timing on the alley-oop.
To the wing right side. Here's Dort. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
And here's Booker from the arc. Phoenix keeping it alive with a new 14. It's good.
Not everything fell for him in that first half, and now it looks like they're beginning to hit their stride.
Paul with the 3. Rebound by the Suns. Ayton's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Here's Booker. And they call the foul, so he's got the and-one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
This guy is cooking right now. He is leading them on the offensive end as they remain in front here.
Johnson, he's checked in for Bridges.
Sometimes picking after number 10 is just fine. The 13th pick in 2016, Devin Booker, one of the brightest young guards in the NBA today.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this huge lead.
I'll tell you, you hate to pin this on one person, but his inefficiencies at the offensive end are holding this group back.
From deep 3-point range, but they recover it. Here's Ayton. No good that time. And it's Oklahoma City the other way. And here's the fast break. Gallinari finds Paul. Now here's Noel. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Poked away and stolen by Booker. And now with the fast break, Rubio with the ball. Here's Ayton. And foul on, and it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
Personal foul. At the line for your Suns, Ayton.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Billy Donovan talking to his team, and he was emphatic. He said, we are not going to win this game playing this way, fellas. You've got to step it up. You've got to get aggressive, and you've got to battle to get back in this thing. See if that pep talk got him going, guys.
No good from Booker. Thunder trailing by 12. Dort passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's on Kelly Oubre.
The pressure that Shai Gilgeous-Alexander can put on a defense with his ability to drive, that quickness, just a problem for defenders.
Suns leading by 10. Booker with it. Ayton in the high post. And the pass to Oubre. Shoots over Gilgeous-Alexander. Misses off the left iron. Oklahoma City's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter.
Now, this is about knowing where to be in these situations. And Gilgeous-Alexander doing a beautiful job getting to the right spot.
Kicks it out to Booker. And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession. Steven Adams, he's checked in for the Thunder. 1:29 left to play here in the fourth. Kicks it out to Booker. Lets it go with a 3. And the Suns miss again.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
And so Paul nails both of them.
The lead's not looking as comfortable after those free throws. Nice job.
1:19 left in the fourth quarter. And it's Rubio with the ball for the Suns. To the inside. It's stolen by Adams.
Every second counts now. They can't wait around.
This is the very definition of desperation time. You've got to score every trip. What a moment for Gilgeous-Alexander in the clutch. Yes, sir.
Rubio dishes to Oubre. 50 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Johnson outside. Shot clock at 6. Here's Booker to the paint. Ayton, good. A nice assist from Booker.
But DeAndre Ayton is engaged. He's focused, and he delivers a clutch bucket.
To the right side. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Jacks up a 3. Adams. Yes! And now they trail by just 4.
Wow, Steven Adams continuing to evolve. How about the clutch delivery?
Johnson attacking. Off the inbound, no good.
Boy, that's the kind of look this offense is designed to create. That's just a tough miss.
It drops.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
To me, more often than not, when you attack, good things happen.
Passes it to Ayton. On the wing, Johnson. To the middle. Gallinari with the steal.
Night after night, game after game, Chris Paul understands where to put the ball and when. Nicely done.
Phoenix calls timeout. The score knotted at 49. Just 2 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. stolen by Adams. And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. 2K Sports back to Phoenix after this. Well, 4 quarters weren't enough to decide this ballgame. Sit back and enjoy as we move on to overtime. And so off the tip, it's Oklahoma City. And no shortage of excitement here, and we're officially underway in overtime in this game. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Aaron Baines. That's his first foul, courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineup for us now in overtime. So for Oklahoma City right now, Schroeder and Gilgeous-Alexander, they're up in the backcourt. Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. And it's Ferguson in at the small forward position. The Suns making a switch here. Rubio's checked in. The Thunder shooting a mediocre 41% in this one. Schroeder surveying the floor to take the lead. And Baines pulls it down. Baines has got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Bridges. The putback. Great positioning on the putback. And the Suns lead by 2.
Saric with the big-time delivery in the big moment. Wow.
And that one's good. Schroeder.
Dennis Schroeder has proven historically he is unafraid in big moments, and he delivers big time.
Back to Saric. For 3. Booker. No good that time. And Oklahoma City will go with it the other way. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Ferguson.
Well, the passing ability on display for SGA. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander getting it done.
Here's Baines. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
Good on the first, and that narrows the gap to 1. Kelly Oubre's checked in for the Suns. The Thunder also changing it up. Dort's checked in, and it's Paul in for Dennis Schroeder.
And that's how you do it. Free throws can make a huge difference in a tight game.
Paul for 3. Here's Adams for the 3. And Baines pulls it down. Baines has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Booker. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on Gilgeous-Alexander.
Yeah, Devin Booker is shifting as gets himself into the paint. So aggressive, and it pays off.
Andre Ayton's checked in for Aaron Baines.
You get the sense this guy relishes getting to the free throw line in these tough moments. You talk about clutch, this guy is it.
Looking to get back on track here. And stolen by Ayton. Floats it up for Saric. And slam dunk by Saric.
Well, Saric, just get yourself to the right spot. Put the ball on target, and he will deliver.
Gallinari dishes to Paul. It's deflected. Not loose. Dort passes to Paul. Good! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
SGA, that's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander to you. Big-time clutch delivery.
And Rubio kicks to Saric. Booker outside. 5 to shoot. Inside. Ayton. Money!
DeAndre Ayton with a big-time shot. Go ahead, young sir.
And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for the Thunder. Good! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
That's a statement from Chris Paul. He understands game is in the balance. It's my time.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Ayton dishes to Booker. Back to Ayton. Oubre on the wing. Good D by Gilgeous-Alexander. A second chance effort. The rebound by Steven Adams. Oh, no good.
So that's a golden opportunity to finish on the break, and he blows it.
It was right there for him. He'd love to have that one back. That was embarrassing.
The beautiful, dramatic setting here in Salt Lake. Now it's in.
Well, Kevin.
Special talent indeed. David, thank you. And now the opening lineup for Phoenix. Rubio and Booker. They're the backcourt. Ayton is out there with Johnson. And it's Oubre in at the 3. And for the Jazz, Conley runs the point with Mitchell flanking him. Joe Ingles is out there at Bogdanovich. And it's Gobert in at the 5, roaming the paint. Ayton. Gobert with the defensive effort.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Booker. Here's Mitchell. And then Mitchell at the dunk. And so Booker will bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. Feeds to Ayton. Kicks it out to Rubio. Gets a hand on it, and Booker able to finish.
Yeah, and that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? Now, here's Bogdanovich. Conley with it. Now guarded by Ayton. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Finding a man wide open, Mike Conley does an exceptional job of leading this team.
Conley against Booker. There's the triple. Rudy Gobert with the rebound.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there.
Oh, that was something else.
What you love about Donovan Mitchell, not only does he explode into his moves, he finishes with authority.
Now here's Booker. Oh, Ayton in position. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Here's Conley. And foul on the shot. So, and folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And it's Mitchell missing. Here's Rubio, and he banks in the layup.
High percentage look inside. Rubio always looking to maximize the value of the possession.
Passes to Gobert. Gobert double teamed. Can't get it to fall, and he's missed the second after making his first. Phoenix has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. And then Johnson with the jam.
Sweet find there by Booker. All eyes on him with the ball, and Devin understands that. That has a nice feel for giving up the rock.
Now here's Gobert. Kicks it to Ingles. The importance of the three-point shot never greater than right now, and in your eyes, there are some players who are just absolutely dead, solid, perfect from distance.
No doubt about it. And you know, there's three guys to me, though, that kind of separate themselves. And it's one, because you have to honor their ability equally off the dribble, from three, and at attacking the paint. Steph Curry, James Harden, and Damian Lillard. Those three guys can all hit pull-ups and step-backs from range off the dribble. They all got great vision, you know, so they can take advantage of defenses that get caught loading a little too much. And then they also are terrific in the paint at getting to the free throw line. So those are the three guys, I think, that create the most havoc when you start talking about having to guard the three-point line.
This is who you want leading that play. A sure passer with great awareness.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Now, here's Rubio. Kicks it out to Booker. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist. Booker's got 5 now.
Crossing up the defense, and that's what you expect from Rubio. Terrific vision.
It's Bogdanovich on the wing. He's still scoreless so far in this one. And the rejection by Eaton. One-on-one here. Oubre outside. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. The Suns shooting their first free throw this game.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Davis is checked in for Bogdanovich. Royce O'Neal comes in for Joe Ingles. Clarkson, he's checked in for Donovan Mitchell. And Emmanuel Mudiay subbed in for Mike Conley. And that one good from Clarkson.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Booker with no one around. They get it back. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Good on the shot.
This is why you're trying to get him as many touches as possible. He's got the neck.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. There's the lob to Carter. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. And Davis can't get it to go. Now Booker. From downtown. And that concludes a back-and-forth high-scoring first quarter of play. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. Guys, what's your take so far on the Suns?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
And they have the guys to do it. Play to your strengths, and they can make up for some of your weaknesses.
They've got O'Neal, Mudiay out there with Clarkson. And there's Davis, and it's Gobert in at the 5. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up to 4.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
And the toughness Saric provides is an important component. A physical, strong forward who does whatever is asked of him.
Down low. Here's Jerome. And Baines kicks to Carter. The putback. It's good on the putback. Baines has got the lead up to 7 now for the Suns.
They are just killing them on the interior.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Saric.
And still trying to find his footing in the league. Mudiay must show improvement in his shooting moving forward.
Frank Kaminsky, he's checked in for Phoenix. Suns leading by 5. Saric passes to Carter. To the paint. Here's Kaminsky. That one falls coming off Carter's feet.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Gobert can't hit. The Suns have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Here's Saric. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Here's Davis. He doesn't hit that one. And Phoenix the other way now. A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Bridges with it. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And it's Carter missing.
Okay, that's frustrating. You work hard to get these open looks. You know he liked that one back. He saw the opportunity to get an easy bucket on the break and took advantage of it.
Phoenix has gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Bridges kicks to Kaminsky. Out to Carter. Back to Kaminsky. In the corner, it's Bridges. Saric outside. 6 on the shot clock. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Saric has got 6 points in the quarter.
Coming off a scoreless first quarter, he's found a little rhythm here.
Pass to Gobert. And no one near Clarkson as he lets it go. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard. Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Also, if you can't get stops at this point, it really doesn't matter what you do at the offensive end.
Out of bounds, it'll go to the Suns.
This is what we talk about, valuing each possession, avoiding those kinds of mistakes.
Looking at who's out there now for the Jazz. Bogdanovich, he's checked in for Gobert. Joe Ingles comes in for Royce O'Neal. Donovan Mitchell's checked in for Jordan Clarkson. And it's Mike Conley in for Emmanuel Mudiay. Now here's Kaminsky. 10-point lead. This is their biggest.
And some people harp on his lack of height, but his size doesn't hurt him at all when it comes to rebounding.
Mitchell. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Mitchell's got 6.
Just look at the way Mitchell's built. The strength in the upper body.
And out of bounds as the Jazz gain possession. And so it's Bogdanovich who brings up the ball for Utah. Conley kicks to Bogdanovich. A three-pointer, no good.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Out to the right wing. Second shot opportunity. Oubre outside. Pass to Ayton. Another shot. Offensive rebound. Tries yet again. Now the feed to Baines. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket. Baines has got 4 points in the quarter. Lined up there for Bogdanovich. Suns leading by 10. Here's Oubre. Bogdanovich grabs the miss.
And that's okay. Even though you miss, you had the right guy taking the shot.
And Davis can't get it to go.
Well, that alley-oop attempt, a case of what could have been, just didn't finish the play.
No, this is something you practice over and over again. I'm surprised they couldn't execute.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Ed Davis. That's his first foul. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Ed Davis. And Phoenix also making a switch. Johnson, he's checked in for 8. And again, it's the Suns missing.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
It's picked off. Johnson outside. Oubre on the wing. Back to Johnson. It's stolen by Ingles. And the first half is now in the books. The Suns on top as they end the second quarter on a 14-6 run. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime, so we'll be back in just a bit.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome. For the Suns, the first quarter was pretty even. At the end of the period, they were up by 2. And
we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Nice game. Great performance by Dario Saric.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
And Phoenix looking who they've got on the floor. Rubio and Booker. They're the backcourt. Johnson is out there with Ayton. And it's Oubre in at the 3. And the foul called on Bojan Bogdanovich. That's his first foul. Booker, right side. The 3. Greg, as a point guard, you must have had so much fun being surrounded by so much terrific talent at UNLV.
Wow! I can't believe that one.
That was incredible.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. The solo alley-oop? That's not something we see too often.
Timed perfectly. Caught the defense totally off guard. Kicks it out to Johnson from the arc. A rebound by the Jazz. And the Jazz pushing it up now. And And stolen by Booker. Oh, and here comes Oubre all alone. Looking for Ayton. He gets it in there. Kicks it out to Booker. Second chance shot. Ayton dishes to Oubre. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. That's his first foul. A different look for Utah. Royce O'Neal's checked in for Joe Ingles. Jordan Clarkson comes in for Donovan Mitchell. And it's Moutier in for Mike Conley. And a change for the Suns. Bridges, he's checked in for Oubre. Bogdanovich banked in off the glass.
Don't forget, along with the skill, Bogdanovich brings size to the wing position.
I mean, not only does Bogdanovich stretch the floor, but he can really stretch it from beyond 30 feet.
Greg, he is blessed with incredible range and a quick trigger, might I add. You have to stay connected to Bogdanovich defensively because he can go on scoring tears where there's just no stopping him.
And Rubio kicks to Bridges. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. And here's Booker from the arc. And the three ball is good. Booker's got 9.
It's enough to where you have to respect him. Had 1 triple in the first half, now has his second. Very surprising. He gets the ball where he wants it in a decent matchup.
Clarkson against Rubio for 3. Booker, that shot is off. The Jazz go the other way with it.
It's amazing. All night he's been out of sync on the offensive end, yet they continue to lead.
For the Jazz, Joe Ingles is checked in for Royce O'Neal. Donovan Mitchell comes in for Clarkson, and it's Conley in for Emmanuel Moutier. Here's Jerome, covered by Mitchell. Kaminsky inside. Jazz trail by 7. Outside Conley. Inside. It's deflected. It's stolen by Saric. Stolen by Mitchell. And now here comes Conley leading the break. That's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will retain possession.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Fantastic anticipation. He has active hands. Even though he doesn't come away with the turnover, he's disrupting their offensive flow.
Aaron Baines is checked in for Mikal Bridges. Here's Saric from outside off the mark. And so Gobert will bring it up for the Jazz. Since the second half started, they've only given up 3 points.
Off contact, to me, when you're talking about Donovan Mitchell, that toughness for a young fella is on full display.
Jerome passes to Kaminsky. He dishes it to Baines. Back to Kaminsky. Out to Saric. Now here's Kaminsky. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. The Suns have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. And so he hits the technical free throw. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. The three-pointer is right on target.
And really, Booker is as lethal as they come from deep. Can't allow him to get into a groove.
To the middle. A steal. To the inside.
And if you let the little guy get airborne before you slide over to block him out, he can and will embarrass you on the boards. A beautiful pass to lead his teammate right to the hoop.
And Utah making a change here. O'Neal's checked in. Utah shooting their 5th free throw of the game here. And that one falls for Conley. And here's Booker. 12 points for him. 52 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. And Baines kicks to Oubre. Puts it up from 15. Rebound, Utah. Gobert's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. And with that shot, the Suns' lead is cut down now to just 4 in the basket for Mitchell.
Good find, and one of Gobert's advantages as a passer, he can see over everyone's head.
Booker lays it up off the glass. Booker's got 8 points here in this quarter.
allowing any room to operate. You know he's going to be aggressive.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And slam dunk by Gobert.
With that 7'8" wingspan, anytime Gobert gets the ball near the rim, this is what you expect.
Carter, the pass to Baines. Oubre against Ingles.
You want your bigs playing big. Rips it down in traffic.
Mitchell's shot is good.
On that play right there, you see Mitchell's impressive speed and body control in the open court.
Here's Booker. No good on the last second attempt there. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Suns ahead, up 2. We've got more NBA basketball. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Fundamental basketball. Keep your eyes up. Keep the ball moving. You're going to keep the defense on its heels.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. They've got Jordan Clarkson. He's out there with Emmanuel Mudiay. O'Neal is out there with Brent. And it's Niang in at the 4 slot. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz. That ties it up. O'Neal's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the Jazz. Well, Phoenix shooting 39% from the floor at their best. With 3, Booker. And it's Bradley with the rebound.
This is the shot they wanted to get. Right guy, right spot, wrong result.
Now the pass to Mudiay. Here's Niang to take the lead. And Baines pulls it down. Baines has got his 5th rebound in this one. And Phoenix pushing it up now. Oubre kicks to Booker. The offensive rebound. Rubio outside. Pass to Oubre. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. No problems knocking that one down. And the Suns lead by 3.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
This was obviously a focal point coming out of the break. Look smart when the shots are going down.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
We talk about it time and time again. Turnovers are costly, especially when the game is close.
Back to Oubre. And it's Royce O'Neal with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. A different look for Utah. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Tony Bradley. Bogdanovich comes in for George Niang. And it's Conley in for Mudiay. Johnson, he's checked in for Phoenix. Mikal Bridges comes in for Oubre. Down low. Gobert down low. He's covered by 8. The Jazz with another miss.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Booker in the corner. That's in, coming off an assist from Rubio. Rubio's got his 4th assist in this one. Here's Bogdanovich. Makes it off the glass.
And with that one, it ends an 11-0 run by Phoenix.
Suns leading by 9. On the wing, Booker from outside the arc. Rebound, Utah. Bogdanovich has got his 4th rebound in this one. Clarkson finds Gobert. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
A much more physical player now than when he first entered the league. Gobert powering it home.
Here's Rubio. Gets the 14-footer to fall. And the Suns lead by 9.
Working in that mid-range area. The analytics may not love it, but that's a good look for him.
Gobert can't hit. Rubio with it. Conley picks him up. Knocked away. Johnson, the pass to Bridges. On the wing, Booker. 3-pointer. And so the ball out of bounds. Gobert touched it last for the Jazz. Joe Ingles, who's checked in for Royce O'Neal. And Donovan Mitchell's subbed in for Clarkson. Oubre's checked in for Phoenix. From 12 feet out. And that one goes long.
That's a good opportunity, but he needs to go up a little stronger, in my opinion.
High post, Gobert. Fires the three. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Ayton's got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. Oh, Ayton in position. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. He lobs it up. Out of bounds. Phoenix takes possession. 56 seconds left in the fourth quarter. To the paint. And Phoenix with another turnover here.
Yeah, just not on the same page. Unfortunate, wasted possession.
There's 49 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Mitchell outside. This one for three. It's hauled in by the Suns. Stolen by Mitchell.
Just too big a deficit to come back from at this point.
And, you know, disappointment starts to set in a little bit. You fought all night, just wasn't meant to be.
Yeah, nice, silky finish on the alley-oop from the stupendous feed.
That sequence couldn't have been executed any better. Right wing. And Rubio kicks to Booker. Here's Ayton. Rubio right side. So the Suns win it. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And Kevin, when